Hello everyone, this is Melanie from Lightbeam's Treasures and Curiosities, bringing you another What Sold on eBay video. And let me tell you something, it is currently now 4 a.m. in the morning on Sunday, April 26th. I am going to be highlighting what I sold on Saturday, April 25th. And oh my god, I can't tell you how happy I am, but at the same time there's this huge stress looming over me, and I will explain that. Because basically I am in the situation where currently I have more packages to mail out than I have funds in my hand. Aside from that, we haven't even gotten through Sunday yet. It's Sunday morning, 4 a.m. in the morning. I have all day today before I need to mail out my packages tomorrow. Now, I know what's going to happen as far as with the fees, but I'm curious, how many packages am I going to have tomorrow morning when I go to the post office? Ooh, that is a question. So, I want to tell you all about this, but before I get to that, I just want to go over this. If you like my content, give me some thumbs up. Give me a like. Throw me a comment. I love to hear what you have to say, and I love that we can all grow our business together. So let's get right to it, because I have a little commentary in between some of these items, but I'm just going to go boom, 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 and I'm going to explain a couple of things. So first off, you know I am the book queen. And what did I sold? I did sell a lot of books. It's been slowing down with the books, which is fine. However, I just acquired, I want to say about 300 more books that I have to put up right now. So the question is, am I going to put those up, or am I going to focus on everything else? But for the time being, it's all about the cosmetics. So let's go over the books. So the first thing I sold is my famous 10-book Christian lot. I just take 10 random books, throw them in plastic wrap, and ship them off. This sold for $12.99. I'm loving that I raised the price. Ever since I raised the price, they've been going so much better. So I'm glad that I raised the price. What ends up happening is it costs about $6 to ship. So I'm making a nice profit. I always do freebie shipping on my books. That's something I do. Other items I do add shipping to, but when it comes to books, I do freebie simply because it's media mail. So yeah, that's going to be probably about $5, $6 to ship, depending on how far it's going. But usually I make a nice $5, $6, $7 profit depending upon where it is. So that sold for $12.99. The next one I sold is this one, Migration of Birds. It's a manual from the Fish and Wildlife Services from the United States Department of Interior. This is a 1979 edition. It looks practically brand new. And it's one of those freebie things that the Treasury Department gives out. I'm saying Treasury. Department of Interior. I don't know why I'm saying Treasury. But this sold for $8. And yeah, that's going media mail. Remember, all my books are free. The next one, and this happens to be a beautiful, one of my favorite operas, they turned into a beautiful pictorial, and that is Giuseppe Verdi's Aida. Very beautiful opera. It's a beautiful Egyptian princess love story. Sort of like Romeo and Juliet type love story, but it involves an Egypt princess. And this just goes over what the opera is all about, and it makes it into a picture book for kids. Sold this baby for $12.99. So that's a nice one. And that's an ex-library book, which is okay. A lot of my stuff is ex-library books sometimes, and I always specify it. And then the last book I sold is called Voices of the Square House, and it's by Charles Deal, and it's basically poems and like drawings. I don't have the dust jacket or anything like that, but this is in impeccable condition. It's from 1970, the Square House Museum, and this one I sold for $9.99. So that's it with the books. Now let's get to the meat of the packaging. And you could see how when it comes to my items, they are so diverse. I mean, I have all types of items, because basically how I sell my store is whatever I could get my hands on. In addition, I also opened up a secondary store where I'm going to focus on strictly toys. And we're going to see how that goes running the two stores. But the first item I sold was JoJo Siwa. Bows are my superpower, which is actually funny because I watched Masked Singer with my husband, and JoJo Siwa ended up being on one of the characters. And if I ruined it for you, I'm sorry, but he's like, "Who the hell is that?" And I'm like, I had to laugh. But yes, she was on Dance Moms and JoJo Siwa bows. This I sold for $8. It's a little lunchbox. And then, what else did I sell? I sold a toy that I just picked up. This is a Spy Gear camera, and what it does is it attaches an infrared light to your cell phone camera, so you can take night vision videos and pictures, which is really cool. I'm probably going to keep one of these myself. I bought 55 of these for $10. You can see what the price was, but I got 55 of them for $10. So basically, I'm going to try to sell them as cheap as possible. But I ended up getting $8.99 for this. So that was a nice little sale on that. That was it on the eBay side. Now, all of a sudden, I am doing cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching on Mercari. And I'll talk a little bit about that after I go over all these products. But first thing I sold on Mercari was these Sparkle Unicorn stationery set. It's 8 cards and 8 envelopes, all with unicorns, and they can be used as like invitations, writing letters, It's fun stuff. I sold these for $8, and then I sold this cute Kate Aspen glass set, and I just want to show you because it's cute little votive glasses, and it's a 4-pack. I sold this for $14. And you know something? I realized I'm not telling you the prices that I bought this stuff. A lot of this stuff came mixed in with the dirt cheap carts. I actually did not sort it out yet. That's something I'm going to do a little later. But let's just say I paid like pennies for these items. Next item I sold was Uni Kitty. Now they are aware that the box is ruined, but it's a Lego set featuring all cute little kitty cats. Now I actually have 5 of these in stock. I paid either $1 for the box, or they were mixed in with the toy cart that I recently acquired. So being that I have multiple copies, there's 4 more left. I'm going to see what I get for this, but this particular one sold for $10. And then I sold, this I get to add to my beauty cart. I sold 5 of these Yes To patches, and these sold for $9. This is a very light sale. It's going right into an envelope, and that'll go first class. And then finally, I sold, and this is just Mercari. Guess what? One of these powder room signs. Ooh, I need that screw. I gotta put that screw back. Haha, that's funny. It's a good thing I got that. But this is a powder room sign from the that collection of carts. I still have about, what do I have, 60 of these? This is sign number 15 that I sold. So, believe it or not, I'm selling those signs almost, like, I would say almost every other day on Mercari. So that's a good thing. Now, that was the Mercari sale. Then, because of my video yesterday where I was talking about how one of my items was removed that I put up the Rogaine stuff, I actually got a private message from somebody who was interested in purchasing. So I did a offline sale for $40, and I also mixed in a couple of other things. They were looking for Rogaine, and they were also looking for retinol, which that and a couple of other things mixed in a box got $40 for the deal. I'm very happy for that. And then also, which I don't have the copy, I also sold the puzzle for $11 on my second store. So now, I know I raced through that, but I just want to give you actual numbers, because I'm sitting here in shock and I'm thinking so many things right now. So let me go over numbers and maybe this will clear. For a 2-day total, and this is only counting April 24th and April 25th only. That's all I'm doing is April 24th, April 25th. The items sold. On eBay, I sold $170.91. On Mercari, I sold $134. The outside sale was $40. And then the puzzle on the second store was $11. Bringing my grand total for just Friday and Saturday to $355.91. Now, for some people, you're probably thinking, oh, that's nothing. I could do that in just a couple of sales. Yes, you know something? For me, I am amazed. Because, okay, let's look at this logistically. If I was running a part-time job, in 2 days, I just made my entire week's salary after taxes. Okay, look at it that way. If I was, and I mean, it's very little work. Well, no, it actually is a lot of work. I mean, I'm going to be sorting and it's a lot of work. But what I'm saying is, I am shocked that my business is now growing so well. Now, I think to myself, and I'm fearful of this because it's like, okay, can my business continue to thrive like this? Is this something that I can do every single day? Is it something that's only for weekends? I mean, I think in an instant, this is a type of business where things could turn around really fast. And the fact that it's like everything is going so bad on the outside, and yet right now things are going so well for me, I almost don't want to risk it or jinx it. I have a total now of 24 packages, and this is only for yesterday and today, to be mailed out tomorrow. It is not including any sales I do today. Like I said, it is only 4 a.m. it's 4:15 in the morning right now. I have all day today to be selling. And if it's going the rate that it's going now, I will probably have another 10 packages minimum to mail out tomorrow. And what that means is guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I cannot mail out these packages because I am in that case where I do not have the money for this. And you're saying, how could that be? You just made $355.91. That's because of managed payments, everyone. What's happening is, let's look at eBay first. eBay, because I'm on managed payments, I am not going to get paid for my eBay sales until a minimum of 4 business days. I got it down to 4 business days, and it's pretty much been consistent. What happens is it goes into the pending, it goes into the second field, and then it gets hit directly deposit. When it hits directly deposit, that usually takes about 2 business days. So we're looking at 4 days before I get paid. So all the stuff I sold, I'm not getting paid until at least Wednesday or Thursday. That's issue number 1. Issue number 2, and I do have to get used to Mercari. On one end, I'm loving Mercari. On the second end, I hate the delay with it. But I just love the platform of Mercari because it's so much easier than the hassle of eBay. Mercari, I have to mail this item out. When they finally receive it, they have 3 days, and 3 days only, to rate it, return it, or else that's it, I get paid. Or it's at the point that they actually rate the product. So in other words, if they receive it if it takes 7 days for this to get to them, on the 7th day, they go into their computer and say, absolutely love it, I receive it, I get paid then, and then it's going to take 3 more days after that for the direct deposit to hit. Or they receive the item in 7 days, they do not rate it, after 3 days, I will get the money in my Mercari account, which then, once again, it'll be another 3 days before it can be directly deposited. So you could see how Mercari could be a delay. So the fact that I just sold $134 on Mercari means I am not getting paid probably that $134 this week. So that brings me into a little predicament. It's like, how am I going to pay all these items? Now, first, bear in mind, Monday, I'm going to get paid for the items that I've already sent out. So I know how much I'm going to get Monday, and I actually know how much I'm going to get Tuesday, simply because with managed payments, I know what I'm going to get for the next 4 days. But at the same time, it's like, wow, I have to really start figuring things out. Or I don't know. I really don't know. I would love to hear advice. And yes, you could go on and say, oh, well, why don't you put it on a credit card? Oh, you shouldn't be selling items if you can't afford it. Oh, why don't you take out a loan? Guess what? That's not going to happen. Just try to imagine if your only source of income was nothing but your sales on eBay, and you now have to wait because you can't instantly go to PayPal and take your money out. On top of that, you still have bills, you still have this, you still have that. Something to think about. I mean, I'm not asking for pity, I'm not asking for anything. If anything, I am thrilled beyond anything because I know that this money is coming to me, and it's going to be such a relief that when I do get the money, what that means is I could pay this, I could pay this, I could pay this, I could pay this. It's just now I'm realizing what I'm going to have to do is I'm now going to have to probably switch my handling days to 3 days, which I really didn't want to do because that is a hassle. I do have next day delivery guarantee on my products, but at this rate I might have to change it to the 3 days just to help myself and protect myself and ease the burden from having to worry about shipping. So with that, everyone, I'm sorry that I blabbered on for so long. All I have to say is I am just feeling excited. I'm feeling blessed. I am feeling okay, this is like the beginning of a new business that's like you're finally succeeding, and I am thrilled that it is working for me. So I hope everybody has as much luck this weekend as I'm having, and I hope that everybody else takes an appreciation on what it's like to go from nothing into something. And I know from other people's perspectives, they could probably laugh at my numbers, but I am so grateful because you know something? All I could think of is I'm just going to keep improving and improving. Well, everyone, this was a very long video, and I appreciate you listening to me. Have a safe, happy, wonderful day. And that's Melanie Lightbeam from Lightbeam's Treasures and Curiosities. Take care.